This is the story of a single dad looked down on, a boss hiding her past, and the moment truth flipped everything. Mick Thompson lay under his battered old pickup, hands black with grease, when a sharp, cold laugh cut through the December chill behind him. It was Ray Matthews, his new gaffer, in her flashy leather jacket. And that looked like she'd just trod in something nasty. She whipped out her phone, snapped a photo of him sprawled there like he was a right joke. But then she said something that stopped every mechanic dead. A line nobody saw coming. In that second, a buried secret started clawing its way out. Something that'd turn Mick's world upside down, and make Ray herself drop her head in front of the bloke she'd sneered at. If you've ever been written off, you'll see yourself here. Early December wind sliced through Mick's threadbare coat as he walked his 8-year-old lass Lily to the school bus stop. At 39, the creases round his eyes weren't just age. They were the weight of carrying everything alone since his wife Sarah passed 3 years back. Heart trouble took her quick. Left him mum, dad, and breadwinner all in one. "Daddy, do you reckon Mrs. Wilson'll like me science project?" Lily asked, her breath puffing little clouds in the frosty air. Mick crouched down, tugged her pink woolly hat straight. "She'll bloody love it, pet. You put your heart into it." The yellow school bus rumbled round the corner. Mick gave her a fierce hug. "Remember, Nan Elsie's collecting you today? I'm on late shift again." Truth was, Mick had been grafting extra hours at Riverside Motors, the garage he'd been at for 11 years solid. Sarah's hospital bills had left him proper skint. Debt that felt like climbing out a well with no rope. Every extra hour was one step nearer getting straight. Riverside Motors sat on the edge of their little Midlands town, a knackered old building that had patched up cars for generations. Mick started as a T-lad, worked up through pure graft and knack. Motors talked to him. Their knocks, rattles, and smells told him what was wrong when others were stumped. His 1996 Ford pickup, Mind, was falling to bits. Rust eating the arches, constant clatter he never had time to sort. It went, mostly. That was enough. Till today, when it coughed and died 2 streets from the garage. Mick turned the key again. Engine wheezed, then silence. He glanced at his watch. 5:45, shift at 6. New manager Ray Matthews had made it crystal. No time wasters, no excuses. Ray had rocked up 3 weeks earlier, sent from head office after old Jenkins finally hung up his overalls. Where Jenkins was flannel shirts and all right, lads, Ray was sharp trouser suits and ice-cold efficiency. Her heels clicked like gunfire across the concrete as she eyed the place. "Right mess I've been sent to sort," she said openly. Mick popped the bonnet, breath fogging in the dark. Had to fix it here or kiss the job goodbye. Grabbed his little toolbox from behind the seat. Fingers already numb. 20 minutes later, flat on his back underneath. He heard a posh purr pull up. Italian leather boots hit the slush. Well, Ray's voice sliced the quiet. "What have we got here?" The mighty Mick Thompson lying in the gutter. Mick slid out, wiped hands on a rag that used to be white. "Morning, Miss Matthews. Just a little glitch with the save it." She cut him off, phone out. Flash blinded him as she snapped the pic. "Priceless. Our so-called senior mechanic can't even keep his own motor running." 2 lads arriving for shift slowed, awkward. "I'll be on time," Mick said quiet, standing up. 6'1", he towered over her 5'4", but she still made him feel 2 foot tall. "You know what's sad?" Her manicured nail jabbed his chest. "This is exactly why you'll never get anywhere, Thompson. Stuck. Same rut as this heap." Mick felt his face burn, but kept it neutral. Lily needed this job. Needed the cover it gave. Couldn't afford to lose his rag. "Sort your own life out first, then sort your van," Ray sneered, turning away. But she paused. Something odd crossed her face. A flicker. Recognition? Hurt. "You remind me of someone I used to be." The words hung like diesel fumes in cold air. Nobody knew what to say. Ray marched off to the office. That crack in her armor slammed shut again. Over the next weeks, Ray seemed hell-bent on making Mick's life hell. Hours cut, shifted about. Buggering up childcare. The decent diagnostic jobs Mick was ace at. Given to the young lads. Mick got oil changes and tires. Streamlining operations, Ray said in staff briefing, eyes on him. Some of you might struggle with modern ways. If you can't keep up, maybe look elsewhere. Message was loud. She wanted him out. Lunchtime, Mick sat alone in the break room. Once full of banter, now everyone scarpered quick, scared of being seen slacking. Young Tom Davis, who'd Mick taught the ropes, slid in opposite. She's got it in for you, mate, he whispered. What'd you do to wind her up? Mick unwrapped his butty, peanut butter and jam, same as Lily's. Exist, I reckon. More than that, Tom said. She watches you funny. Like she's waiting for summit. Mick shrugged. Keep your head down. We both need this job. But Tom was spot on. Ray's thing with Mick felt personal. Obsessive. Slagged his work in front of punters. Queried his clock cards. Even hinted once that missing tools might have gone home with Thompson. Mick took it all on the chin. Came home knackered. Helped Lily with homework. Read her stories. Tried to be the dad she deserved. If Lily saw the black rings under his eyes. Or smiles that didn't reach. She never said, till one night tucking her in. Daddy, are you sad 'cause of your boss lady? Her little hand on his cheek. Mick blinked. What do you know about her? Heard you on phone to Nan Elsie. Said she's making work hard. Mick sighed, sat on bed edge. Sometimes grown-ups don't get on, love. But that's my row, not yours. Mrs. Wilson says when someone's mean, it's 'cause they're hurting inside. 8-year-old wisdom hit Mick square. He smiled proper this time. Maybe you're right, pet. Now get some kip. That night, after Lily slept, Mick sat at kitchen table. Bills spread like bad news. Mortgage 2 months late. Lily needed new wellies for winter. A knock at door, nearly 11, too late for visitors in their quiet estate. Opened it. Nobody. Just a manila envelope on mat. His name in black marker. Inside, personnel file printout. Ray Matthews photo. But name, Rachel Miller. Stapled clipping, Ohio paper, 10 years old. Headline, local mechanic sacked, faces charges after sabotage claims. Note clipped on. Look closer. She's not who she says. Mick's pulse hammered as he read. Ray Miller sacked from Walker's garage after caught nobbling Kit and blaming others. Charges dropped if she left town. But career in bits. Career as mechanic, not suit manager. Mick stayed up half night on his creaky laptop. Dug public records. Confirmed. Same woman. Changed name, faked degree, climbed corporate ladder to manage the firm that owned Riverside. The woman who'd looked down on him and the lads. Had been one of them once. Till she ruined it herself. Next morning Mick got in early. Papers in work bag. Wasn't sure yet, confront. Expose. Bargain. Didn't matter. Ray decided for him. Morning brief over, she pointed. Thompson, I saw you on your own motor on company time yesterday. That's instant dismissal. Lie. He'd helped a punter whose car died in car park after hours. Wasn't on clock, he said calm. Time card says different. She waved altered printout. Been watching you nick time, nick resources. Ends today. Lads shifted, uneasy. They knew truth, but jobs scarce. No one wanted to be next. This place has no room for weaklings in their rust buckets, Ray went on, louder. Pack your tools. Something in Mick settled, not rage, but steel. This wasn't just him now. Lily. Honesty. Truth. He reached in bag, pulled documents. Before I go, Ray, reckon everyone should know who's really running this gaff. Voice steady, laid articles out. Or should I say Rachel Miller? The mechanic sacked for sabotage? Color drained from her face. Where'd you get that? She whispered. Fix your own past before mocking someone else's present, Mick said, loud enough for all. You're not the only one can use Google. Garage went tomb quiet. Ray's hands shook reaching for papers. Tom already had eyes wide. Is this true? You were a mechanic. You nobbled Kit. Ray opened mouth, shut it. Then stormed out, heels like pistol shots on concrete. By afternoon, story flew round town. Tom's cousin at local rag. 2 days later headline. Garage boss hid mechanic past, local lad uncovers truth. Head office couldn't ignore it. Investigation launched. Week later, Ray suspended. 2 weeks after, gone for good. Fake calls, hidden history. Too big to brush off. Mick called to meeting with corporate suit, Frank Wilson. Thompson, we owe you apology, Wilson said, sliding folder. Failed vetting bad. Matthews, Miller, gave dodgy refs and papers. Mick nodded, wary. We're shaking up management at Riverside. Jenkins back temp while we sort permanent. Pause. Meanwhile, we'd like offer you technical lead. Decent pay bump, steadier hours. Mick stared at letter. Near double his wage. Why me? Wilson softened. 'Cause you spotted wrong and spoke. 'Cause punters ask for you by name. And frankly, you know more about motors than anyone here. That night Mick collected Lily from Nan's. Letter in pocket. You look different, Daddy. Lily said, walking to van, now purring proper after Mick finally fixed it. Different how? And you're smiling with your eyes again. Changes came quick. Promotion, raise, caught up mortgage, chipped at Sarah's bills. Lily got new wellies, plus bike for 9th birthday. Garage atmosphere lifted, no more Ray, banter came back. Mick added training for juniors, fairer job split, morale soared. Then letter from Posh Academy other side town. Local businessman read paper story, impressed by Mick's stand. Full scholarship for Lily, STEM program. But I like my school, Lily said seeing brochure. Don't decide now, love. But their science is mint. Mum would have loved it for you. Mention of Sarah softened her. Can I think on it? Course. Your future. 6 months on, Mick made another call. Bit of savings, small loan. Put deposit on tiny unit off High Street. Needed work, loads, but solid bones, cracking spot. Weekends, evenings, Mick and rotating lads from garage did it up. New electrics, floors, paint. Finally sign, Thompson Motors, You really doing this? Tom asked, hanging sign one Saturday. Side hustle for now. Keep Riverside job, but this for Lily's uni fund. Tom nodded. Sound. One last job before opening. Old pickup, carried him through worst years, deserved full resto. 2 weeks, engine rebuild, new panels, paint. Deep blue, Sarah's favorite. Across bonnet in white, still standing **. Shop opened quiet, but punters came. Word of mouth in small town beats ads. Mix rep for straight work, fair prices spread. Life found rhythm. Mornings Riverside, evenings own place, weekends Lily, who took scholarship, thrived in advanced science. Then crisp October day, Mick locking up. Figure in doorway. Backlit sunset, woman in jeans, old baseball cap. Stepped in light. Mick froze. Ray. No designer gear, no makeup. Hair in ponytail, thinner, tired. Heard you got your own place, she said, no edge left. Mick nodded, guarded. What do you want, Ray? She winced. Go by Rose now. Rose Miller. Back to family name. Fresh start. Glanced round. You've done all right. Worked my ass off, Mick said, not cold, not warm. Every bit. Rose nodded. I know. That's why I'm here. Wanted to say sorry. Not that it fixes out. Mick studied her. Woman before him, nothing like the tyrant gaffer. Vulnerable, like him after Sarah. What happened? She laughed. No humor. What didn't? Lost job, flat, name again. Couldn't get management work. Back at me mum's at 41. Pause. Rock Bottom's got a basement, turns out. Mick set wrench down, nodded to chairs in corner. She sat after beat. He did too. Why'd you do it? He asked. Sabotage in Ohio, fake papers, all on it. Rose stared at hands. First time Ohio, desperate to prove myself. Only lass in shop, overlooked. Thought if others looked bad, they'd see me worth. Shook head. Stupid. Wrong. No now. After that blew up, no mechanic jobs. Reinvented. New name, fake degree, office climb, till they sent me to Boss Mechanics. Ironic, Mick said. She met eyes first time. Thought I could pull it off. Be the gaffer. Show how far I'd come. But that morning, you under your van, Summit broke in me. You were who I used to be. Before wrong turns. Someone loved the work, had real skill. Silence. Clock ticked. Traffic hummed far off. I lost everything. But seeing you there, I saw me again. Someone who tried, got kicked, lived real. Mick weighed it. Part wanted to boot her out. But the part survived his own dark, got second chances. Redemption's possible, he said slow. But you gotta earn it. Stood, walked to pick up outside bay. Hand on new paint. Didn't fix this to drive fancy. To remind myself, never look down on someone getting back up. Rose stood. Should go. Thanks for hearing me out. Turning, Mick called. Shop on Elwood's hiring. Owner's old mate of Jenkins. Tell him I sent you. She stared. You'd recommend me? After all that? Mick shrugged. Everyone deserves shot to rebuild. Just be straight this time. Start bottom if need. Thank you, quiet. Walked off into dusk. Bell jingled. Lily bounced in, backpack on. Dad. Mrs. Peterson says me project might go regionals. Excitement filled space Ray left. Mick smiled full. Cracking, pet. Tell us all while we lock up. Lily chattered variables, data. Mick locked door, helped her in van. Looking at her, confident, curious, flying. Gratitude hit deep. They'd weathered it, this little team of two. Struggles not gone bills, missing Sarah like knife sometimes. But footing solid now. Engine caught first time. Mick pulled away home. Still standing caught last light on bonnet. If you've ever been mocked while trying to stand up. Remember Mick turned contempt to strength. Sometimes a knackered van leads to justice.